What if I asked you right now, how many nuclear warheads exist on this planet at this exact moment? As you watch this video, you might say 500? No. 1,000? No. 5,000? Still no. 12,500 nuclear warheads, and their combined destructive power is 416,000 times greater than the bomb that destroyed Hiroshima. Do you understand how terrifying that number is? Do you know how many bombs it would take to wipe every continent off the map? We would only need 100. Just 100 bombs out of 12,500 to collapse agriculture worldwide and starve billions to death. And that's not even the worst part. If every single warhead was detonated at once, scientists estimate we could lose up to 8 billion people. That is not a war. That is the end of human civilization, completely, forever. And a nuclear explosion is something no human being is supposed to survive. But there is a man who survived not one, but 2 nuclear bombs, something that should have been impossible. I'm Euro, and you're going to learn everything in this video. To understand how we got the most destructive weapon in human history, we need to go back to where it all started. September 1st, 1939, 4:45 in the morning. The German battleship Schleswig-Holstein quietly positioned itself off the coast of Poland. No warning, no declaration of war. At exactly 4:45 a.m., it opened fire. Within hours, 1.5 million German soldiers were crossing the Polish border from the north, from the south, from the west, all at once. The sky turned black with over 900 German bombers. The strategy had a name: Blitzkrieg, lightning war. Strike so fast, so hard, so everywhere at once that the enemy has no time to react. Poland had around 300 planes. Germany had over 2,000 tanks. The Polish army didn't stand a chance. Within weeks, Poland had fallen, and 2 days after the invasion began, Britain and France declared war on Germany. World War II had officially begun. What followed was 6 years of destruction on a scale the world had never seen. The war swallowed entire continents: Europe, North Africa, the Pacific, Asia. Bombing campaigns became increasingly devastating. Cities were leveled from the sky. In a single night, March 9th, 1945, American bombers dropped incendiary bombs on Tokyo. The resulting firestorm killed an estimated 80,000 to 100,000 people in one night. And yet, what was already being built in secret on the other side of the world would make all of that look small. Back in 1939, the same year Germany invaded Poland, something else was quietly happening in the United States. Albert Einstein signed a letter and sent it to President Roosevelt. The letter warned, Germany may be developing a nuclear weapon. If they build it first, Roosevelt didn't hesitate. He launched the most secret and expensive scientific project in American history, the Manhattan Project. Over 130,000 people worked on it, across dozens of secret facilities. Most of them didn't know what they were building. The man chosen to lead the scientists was J. Robert Oppenheimer, a brilliant physicist who, deep down, wasn't sure this was a good idea. For 3 years, his team worked in a secret laboratory in Los Alamos, New Mexico, building something the world had never seen. Then, on July 16, 1945, before sunrise, in the New Mexico desert, they tested it. The explosion lit the sky for miles. Those who witnessed it described it as a second sun rising from the earth. Oppenheimer stood there, in silence, and then he said something that history never forgot.
Now I am become death, the destroyer of worlds.
Some people laughed, some people cried, most people were silent, because they all understood, in that moment, that the world had just changed forever. 3 weeks after that test, the United States made a decision that would define the rest of the 20th century. They would use the weapon in war. The first bomb, Little Boy, Hiroshima, August 6, 1945. Specifications: weight, 9,700 pounds, about 4,400 kilograms. Length, 3 meters. Yield, 15 kilotons of TNT, detonated 600 meters above the city. At 8:15 a.m. local time, the bomb was released from the Enola Gay. It took 43 seconds to fall. Then, everything changed. At the center of the explosion, temperatures reached several million degrees. Everything within half a mile was instantly vaporized. Some people left nothing behind but their shadow, burned permanently into the pavement beneath them. The fireball expanded to nearly 300 meters wide. 5 square miles of the city were destroyed in seconds. Over 60,000 of the city's 90,000 buildings were gone. By the end of 1945, between 90,000 and 140,000 people had died. But the United States wasn't done. The second bomb, Fat Man, Nagasaki, August 9th, 1945. 3 days later. Specifications: weight, 10,300 pounds, 4,670 kilograms, diameter 1.5 meters, yield 21 kilotons of TNT, 40% more powerful than Hiroshima detonated 500 meters above the city within a 1-kilometer radius of the blast. Total destruction. Between 60,000 and 80,000 people died. Now, you might wonder, if Fat Man was more powerful, why did fewer people die? The answer is geography. Nagasaki's hills and valleys contained the blast, limiting how far the destruction spread. A small geographical detail, and tens of thousands of lives. Now, I know those numbers are hard to feel. 90,000 people. 140,000 people. They start to sound like statistics. So let's make it personal for a moment. Not to frighten you, but to truly understand what these weapons are. Imagine a modern nuclear warhead detonated 600 meters above your city. Here's what happens. Second by second, at 0 seconds, a flash of light, brighter than the sun. If you're looking in that direction, you are instantly blinded, permanently. A fireball expands to over 1 kilometer wide. At the center, temperatures exceed 300,000 degrees Celsius. Everything within 500 meters, buildings, cars, people, is vaporized. Instantly. No remains. Nothing. Within the first second. A shockwave moving faster than the speed of sound expands outward in every direction. Within 1 kilometer, every building collapses. At 10 seconds, the shockwave reaches 3 to 5 kilometers away. Windows shatter, walls collapse. People are thrown into the air. Anyone within 10 kilometers exposed to the fireball suffers third-degree burns. After 1 minute, a massive firestorm begins. The heat ignites everything flammable for kilometers around. The fire consumes oxygen so fast it creates violent winds, pulling people toward the flames rather than away from them. This is exactly what happened to the people of Hiroshima and Nagasaki. Now, how many of these weapons actually exist? As of 2025, according to the Federation of American Scientists and CPI, total nuclear warheads worldwide, approximately 12,200. 9 countries hold all of them. Country, warheads. North Korea, 50 warheads. Israel, 90 warheads. Pakistan, 170 warheads. India, 172 warheads. United Kingdom, 225 warheads. France, 290 warheads. China, 600 warheads. United States, 5,180 warheads. Russia, 5,460 warheads. This video took a lot of research and time. If it made you think, hit like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.